In this episode, we talk about the upcoming pre-ACT with me at the zoo, more questions of the week, bringing back Remixed Up, and more.
So just sit back, relax, and enjoy the Hive.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of The Hive. Each week we give you the scoop on all things OHS. I'm Luke.
And I'm Quincy. Let's get started.
Next Tuesday is the pre-ACT for all 9th and 10th graders. So let's see what younger me has to say about it. Well guys, ACT's coming up. Now I know that sounds a little bit scary, but luckily we're here at the Birmingham Zoo. We're going to do ACT like the animals. We've got some tips and tricks for you guys. So first off, don't be like this crocodile alligator here. He's just going to sit here and stalk his prey. But you don't need to, like when you're taking the ACT, you don't need to stalk the questions. You need to go through them like fast. You need to know the answer, take your best guess. Make sure you come back to it though. Don't skip answers, because I've learned the hard way about that. Leave an answer blank, and either way, you're not going to get it right. Be like this rhinoceros right here. You know, he's very calm and chill. You need to, when you're taking your ACT, you need to make sure your nerves are calm and you're really chill. And just be like this guy. Think of the rhino. Well, don't think of the rhino, because then you're not going to be thinking of the questions and the answers. So think of them. Have them in the back of your mind. Just be like him.
Do you ever look at someone and wonder what is going on inside their head?
Well, I used my own tips and was able to benchmark on the ACT.
Well, anyway, last Sunday there was an open house tour, a new field house that was just finished being built. Let's look at some of the footage we got. This field house was a big project that took many years to complete, and we are very proud to show you this new addition to our campus.
Beautiful. The OHS Dining Commons and Food Court recently asked for some feedback on some new delicious food choices that may make an appearance on the lunch line soon. Let's see a few of our crew's favorite dishes.
Welcome to the Oxford High School Dining Commons and Food Court.
I'm Cheyenne Maddox. I'm the child nutrition coordinator. Hopefully getting y'all some good food for lunch and for breakfast too. That's the next focus. So if y'all have any questions, let me know. And then this is Andrew Norton. He works at our State Department of Education. He's in charge of getting all of this good food for us. And he's actually provided the chicken biscuits today. That's a new item that y'all are getting to test and see and potentially decide if all of the students in Alabama would potentially get that for breakfast. So
No pressure, guys.
yep, 9 different things. So go at your own pace and let us know what you think.
All right, thank you.
Okay, what do we want to start with first?
Chicken biscuit.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good.
I figured it was.
Thanks, Sandra.
Are y'all eating the biscuit first?
You gotta even it out. That way you can get the chicken
This is
on the
not
leg,
gonna be pretty.
and then the perfect bite of chicken and biscuits.
Honey with it. You ever
I
had
told
honey
you.
with like breakfast foods? Honey with breakfast foods are kind of good.
You're right.
Good.
I think I liked it.
I'm gonna choose a little bit today. Yeah, I like that.
I want to finish it, but I also think
Yeah, I know.
get everything out.
It's kind of overwhelming.
Let me take a bite left.
I can't stuff my face. I just want. I can't do that. Let me
Oh,
If I would do it,
that's okay.
I just ask for a big plastic baggie so I can take all of these.
Alright.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Loudon, you're like me. You don't want to waste it.
I don't want to waste it, but I also have to finish everything up.
Yeah.
No.
Yay! Okay.
Just go down slowly.
I need water. Clean the palate. But
Clean the palate.
You said it?
I'm assuming these are going to be served.
Delicious.
I'm assuming these are going to be served with syrup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Syrup with those other things.
Very good with syrup.
Bussin'.
They're all right by themselves, but they're going to be even better with syrup.
Heck
it's
yeah.
like donut holes.
What if they were
I know,
stuffed
right?
with syrup?
I'm getting free food.
Ooh, queso calzone.
Ooh, breakfast calzone. Okay.
I like calzone, so that's pretty good.
It's the problem.
You ever had that?
Well, look how many there are.
I think it is egg.
Yeah, that looks like egg and cheese
Yeah, I hate to do this.
and bacon.
I'm not an egg and cheese person.
Oh,
What?
really? You didn't even try
I'm really
it.
sorry.
Yo,
I
it's
just
spicy.
don't like egg and cheese. I'm sorry.
It's good.
I'm sorry. But that's just a me thing.
That's it.
I actually really like this.
Mm-hmm.
Which is strange. I don't like calzones.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it has a little kick to it.
Uh-huh.
Just
That's
a
what
little
makes it
bit.
so good.
Just a little. I'm a sucker for spicy food though.
It's kind of a little spicy.
Yeah, I'm a sucker
Yeah,
for
that's why it
spicy
makes
food
it so good.
And I feel really bad because, well, you know what?
Yeah,
I don't even
try
want-
it.
I
Come
don't
on.
even
Okay. I'm gonna take this one. This one looks really pretty.
Let me swallow it first.
The spice on that calzone was fabulous.
Okay.
That is by far my favorite. That's my favorite one.
It's a cinnamon roll.
But all this,
I'm gonna tell you guys a secret. This is Pillsbury.
This is what?
it probably is.
It's Pillsbury. No, it is.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's the reason why it's busting.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Okay.
if it had
Modern terminology.
some of the like cream cheese spread that they give you for like cinnamon rolls and stuff, it'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
But I think just the cinnamon by itself is great. But
Of course it's good.
I think it's good. The texture on the inside is good. Like it's soft.
chewy
Yeah.
and crunchy on the side, like on
It's
the top.
cinnamon.
Yeah, it's crunchy. It's browned on the top.
It's not raw.
It's got, like,
This is all coming from a baker, so I'm looking for like the characteristics that I would want my final product to be.
crusty on the
I
outside.
have
This
another
wins.
soft
this one
on
won.
the inside. I do say this is pretty good.
I would so eat that again.
Quincy, which dish do you think looked the yummiest?
Honestly, the waffles looked pretty scrum-diddly-umptious.
Never heard that in your vocabulary before.
It's not.
Anyway, this week we went and asked people if they knew where to find these criminals roaming around the school. We're looking for some suspects. Oh, it's just Jagged Media. We gotta ask you a few questions. Have you? Oh, don't show them that.
Let's not show that.
Have you seen this person?
No.
Do you know? Have any idea where she is?
No.
You have no idea. She's very dangerous. She's impersonating a famous person around here. I think his name's James Spann. She's impersonating somebody that's what's it called? Identity theft.
Yeah, identity theft.
Yeah. So if you see her, just be able to just notify us.
Could also be
Oh,
fraud.
it's
we
just
don't know how
Jagged
far it's
Media. Again, ignore this. This is fake. This is fraudulence. So, okay, anyway.
Oh, just Jacket Media. We gotta ask you. Have you seen this person?
Nope.
Have you seen any of these
Been
people
to.
recently?
I know they've been at
We know they've been
Sports
here.
Arena every Friday. I know you've seen it. 'Cause I've seen it.
Yup, I say no.
You know where they well, do you
Any
know
information on their
what
whereabouts?
times
Nope. I don't know.
Very dangerous individuals. We gotta
They've
find them.
been doing some real bad shenanigans.
Like what?
Him, you recognize?
That guy.
Like him. Kim man. Let's get.
Oh, it's just Jacket Media. Mind if you ask you some questions?
Sure.
We're
Look
trying to
through
find
these posters
any of these
and
people.
See if you recognize any of these people.
Anybody.
You can just
Any
flip
of them.
through them.
Very dangerous
There's
individuals.
one that might be false, or might not be true. There might be one that's like not real.
I mean, Jack and Sting.
Ja-
That's real.
Jack and Sting. You know where they might be, where you can find them?
No clue. I mean,
Very. They're wanted
You're
for
the track guy.
several
You ran all
shenanigans. We're
over
trying to
out
find
there.
them.
You gotta find him. He needs to be our.
can't
He
find
needs to be our guy on the. What? Well, that's fake. It's a different color. That's not. Goofball. I'm not. My name's not Goof. My name's not Lou Gifford. You just tell us. Notify us.
okay.
Be on the lookout.
Let us know. You know where you can find any of these
Any
individuals?
of these people. They're on. We're looking for them. Dangerous individuals.
Very dangerous, very dangerous.
You've seen her?
I am looking for Emily Byrne.
That's her.
That's her name?
We got a name.
You have
We
it.
got a name.
Emily
That's a
Butler.
break in the case right there.
Hang on. You know where any of these folks are?
Okay.
Ignore that one.
Okay. She is in there.
Okay.
Let's go get her.
Anybody, anywhere else? Anybody else?
Anybody else you know?
Recognize that could be right in front of you, or?
These two. They are. Oh. I can't.
Oh, you know who they really are. You know the secret identities.
Let's go get him.
One of those wanted guys looked just like me, but I'd never do anything. Right, Quincy?
Yeah, totally. Anyways, for this week's new installment of Remixed Up, two of our anchors decided to interview Mr. Wells on his experience at Furnace Fest. So, let's go check it out.
So on today's episode of Remixed Up, we're here with our new television production teacher, Mr. Wells, to talk about a music festival that happened recently in Birmingham called Furnace Fest. And Mr. Wells went to Furnace Fest, so just can you tell us what is Furnace Fest?
So Furnace Fest is a metal, hardcore, punk rock, and alternative rock music festival that happens here in Birmingham, Alabama. The history of the show is that it goes all the way back to 2001, and from 2001 to 2003, it was held there at Sauce Furnace. And around that time of 2001 to 2003, that was really the beginning of the pop punk music came up real big, and then especially it was right on the cusp of what we call emo music and screamo music with bands like Fall Out Boy, My Chemical Romance, things like that. And so the Sloss Furnace show was very ahead of its time, and it was a great way for musicians to get together, see each other, and also get to play their music.
You like rock music? So anyway, Mr. Wells, what do you think?
So for anybody who like would want to go to Furnace Fest, when is it for them to go?
All right, so actually in 2024, it's October the 4th through the 6th. 2024 is the last time that they will be doing Furnace Fest. It's been happening since 21, 22, and then I got to go to 23, but next year, 24, is the last year to go. And they are trying to go all out. So you could see anybody from Jimmy World to Nine Inch Nails. The rumors are spinning.
So tell us about your experience at Furnace Fest.
So Furnace Fest, of course, happens at Sloss, so it's completely outside. There are 3 different stages where bands are playing continuously from 12 noon until 11 o'clock at night. So there are dozens of bands that you can see over the 3-day period. So with that being the case, it is incredibly crowded. There's a lot of people. But what's very interesting is that the mobs of people kind of rotate around because some people are there to see certain bands that play at certain stages at certain times. Some people just want to come and stay at the main stage or stay in what's called the shed, which is this covered area stage. And then there's also a stage by the pond where the fountains are. So it just depends. There's a lot of people, but it does kind of spread out. You're not like elbows to elbows with people, but it is an outdoor event, and so it's not too terribly hot with it being usually in late September, early October. And so it wasn't, t-shirt and shorts, you'll be okay. But just be ready to stand. Like if you go and be there all day, you've got to pack your Advil. At least I do because I'm a 41-year-old man. Everybody's just there because they love music. And granted, no matter how many people you get in a place, there's going to be 1 or 2, wild hairs. But still, overall, everybody's excited there to see the bands. And also, the hardcore metal and rock, there is a community of those people, and they tend to get along really well with each other. So there's usually not any problems. There's usually, everybody's pretty on their best behavior. I will say, save money for food, because the food is expensive. If you go to any of these other kind of festivals, like a Coachella or anything like that, anything that's there on site is going to be expensive. So make sure that you've got cash for food, and make sure you bring enough cash for merch so you can get a t-shirt, a poster, a pin, something from not only your favorite band that's there, but then also there are local vendors that have booths and tents to sell different things that would appeal to that rock, alternative rock, that alt community.
Mr. Welles, are you related to the famous filmmaker Orson Welles?
No relation.
You remind me of him. You gonna make a Citizen Kane too?
No.
All right, so having said all that, I just want to know before we go, any last things you want to say about it?
Just that I'm kind of waiting to see what the lineups are for 2024. Or is that a different one?
After having said all that, before we close, I just wanted to ask you, anything else you want to say about it before we go?
Yeah, it's a great chance for you to experience new music, maybe get to see some bands that you haven't seen before. If you're interested in like alt culture, you're interested in rock, metal, hardcore, it's great to go. It's local, and it's also pretty reasonably priced compared to like your Sick New World festivals and your We Were Young festivals that are like out of state and can get pretty expensive. This is locally, it's here in Birmingham. It started here in Birmingham. It's going to end here in Birmingham in 2024. And it's a chance for you to kind of, if you just want to go one day, pick your one day, get down there, and then you can have time to come back home. So I highly recommend it if you like live music, if you like rock, metal, punk, hardcore. It's an absolute must before it goes away forever.
Rock on, Mr. Wells. Now let's go over to Jalen for athletics.
Welcome back to Athletics Jackets. I'm Jalen. Let's get started. First for football. The Yellow Jackets had a very close game the other Friday, but in the end, they won their game against Pell City with a score of 28-25. Keenan Britt had a total of 4 tackles, 6 assistants, 2 sacks, and 4 tackles for loss. James Tapley had 6 tackles and 4 tackles for loss. Judd Sire had 9 tackles with 2 assistant tackles. Congratulations to the team and their win, and go Big O. The team also has a game tonight at home. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock sharp. Be there and be loud. If you're unable to attend the game, the Hive will be live streaming the entire game on this channel. We also have more events that's coming tonight. The Oxford basketball team, both boys and girls, are having a scrimmage game right after the football game in the sports arena. Players versus teachers. Come out and get introduced to our boys and girls basketball team. It's going to be a fun night for the Jackets. Now let's get into track. Indoor track sign-up forms have been posted in your class Schoology pages. Please sign up on that form, then plan to attend the mandatory parent meeting on October 24th at 6:30 p.m. at the track facility at Choccolocco Park. Please visit Coach Delozier in room 305 if you have any questions. We also have more things. That's all we have for track this week. Let's talk a little bit about flag football. It was a great game for the ladies. They won both games and also came out with the Rihanna championship for the win. They have full support from the Hive to have continuous growth and victories. Now for volleyball. Volleyball destroyed Gaston City Wednesday, winning all 3 sets in their first game. They also played Fort Payne. It was a great game, but we come up to a little short. The Lady Jackets went into overtime losing 15-11. The Lady Jackets placed second in the arena tournament. Kaylin Crossley and Ava Thomas won all area. Now here are some stats from the volleyball game. Jamia Gaston had 51 digs. Kaylin Crossley had 31 digs. Peyton Brooks had 75 assistants and 3 aces. Daylin Bozeman had 10 kills with 6 aces. Ava Thomas had 38 kills. Great work, ladies. Well, Jackets, that's all we have for athletics this week. Tune in next week for more. But until then, stay active and go Big O. Back to you, Luke.
Thanks, Jalen. That's all we have for this week of the Hive. Be sure to check back next week for more.
Also, follow us at OHS Jacket Media and all of our socials to stay up to date on all that is happening at Oxford High School. Tune in next week on the Hive Live.